Hello, welcome back to another daily sneak peek. I'm your hostess with the mostest. It's me. Anyway. I don't know what I'm going to talk about today or what we're doing today. I mean, I should probably be doing ascensions, but or ascents, but I don't want to do that because I've been doing that with my friends, so I don't really want to go and do that. And besides, this is supposed to be also just like a, hey, look at this if you want like help getting up the mountain sort of thing. Or like, if you want to speedrun, here's the way I went. Feel free to adjust from where I went. Or whatever, you know? Oh, useless. I do wish it wouldn't spawn items like that when you're in solo, but it is what it is. I guess maybe, well, I don't think it recovers your stamina if you blow it. I just don't think it affects you at all. I guess I could have tested it. Pretty sure it doesn't. Anyway, welcome back. I know yesterday's was a little weird. I was talking about a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't regret talking about it, like, in any such way. I need to post... I want to post something to Twitter. I was going to do it before I started, but then I was like, oh shit, it's 12. Oh shit, it's noon. Oh no, now you know what time zone I'm in. Whatever will I do? It's not like I regularly mention I live in Texas on stream either. Who would do that? Why did I eat this? I didn't eat it. I mean, I did mention my love of VTubers. We could talk about that. We could talk about that. I don't know, I'm always worried about, like, when I talk about a larger group of people that I, like, enjoy, I'm always worried about missing out on somebody, like, oh yeah, I watched them too, but I didn't say them. My brain can only, like, parse so much information, and then it's like, oh wait, yeah, there's also this person, and this person, and this person, and this person. I mean, if you want to see everyone I follow, I don't know. Wait, are follow lists public or private on Twitch? I think they used to be public, but I don't know if they are anymore. I guess you could see everyone I follow, but that's not everybody I watch. Sometimes, I just have such a long follow list. You know what Twitch needs? I talked about this on stream. I want Twitch to have a Discord feature, and that Discord feature is freaking folders, so I can sort the channels I'm following. I know that's probably not, like, it's not going to be good for everybody, right? If you're not following a lot of channels, it's not going to matter. And in fact, it probably will make it harder for you to navigate between different streamers. And I understand, like, the thought that, hey, maybe it's actually bad from Twitch's perspective at any rate. But I feel like it should be an option, you know? Though I will say, Twitch has a bad habit of, like, we're going to add this new feature. It's automatically turned on. Instead of, like, just letting the streamer decide or letting the viewer decide, like, whether it's on or off. It's like, nope, it's automatically on. Enjoy your new feature that you definitely wanted and asked for. I mean, it was a huge deal when the, like, knocking feature came out. Like, I understand the intent behind it. Like, encouraging collabs and stuff. But, like, almost everyone was like, nah, fuck that noise. That's just what the fuck? Why would we want that? Like, so many people were like, especially bigger streamers, right? Because, like, anyone could knock. It wasn't limited to, like, your friends or anything. Or, like, the people you follow. It was just like, nah, anybody. Anybody's allowed to knock on anyone. And it's like, I mean, we talked about, like, how I would love to do more collabs and stuff the last time. I think I did. I mean, that Final Cut is what it is. I don't remember everything I said in it, because I went through so many different iterations of that video. I am running into a dead end, huh? Okay. This one's difficult. I think we have to go back to the right here, because I don't see a way up here. I I mean, I could use a piece of equipment if I was going for like speed, but I'm kind of chilling. I kind of want to just chill and not have to think about anything. Now that I have most of the stuff done, we could get up to here and then use. Still need to probably use equipment to get up here though, or maybe like I could use the energy drink to probably do that. So I guess that's probably what we'll do. If I didn't hurt myself and never find a med kit, this probably might be doable even without this, but that's fine, we'll do this. I mentioned, yeah, like, oh, shit. I mentioned that I wanted to do more collabs, right? But that's not the way to go about collabs, because I don't think I really talked about that in the final cut, is like, I don't think you just outright ask for a collab. That's just me. Maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I'm just also anxious and don't want to come off on the wrong foot. Or, like, come off as like, I don't know, too strong. But I feel like you, like, talk to the person first. Like, you could be like, hey, I mean, this is the message I sent, was like, hey, if you need me. I mean, I haven't sent it yet, I'm going to. Hey, if you need me to fill a spot in, like, a game, or if you want, like, more people and, like, you want to overwhelm a game, like, just let me know. I'm available. I know I'm small, but it would be super cool to be at a stream with you. Or alternatively, hey, you want to maybe play a game offline together sometimes so we can get to know each other? You know, that sort of thing. Feels more like the thing. Or just like, even just like, can we chat? I don't know. That feels a little weird, I guess. The chat one. I don't know why. I feel like a game adds like a nice social barrier a little bit. Like, there's something else going on, right? You're not, like, forced into, like, this 1v1, this one-on-one situation. I feel like you should, like, invite more than just yourself, too. I've been planning to do, like, a thing where I try to, like... I want to reach out to another streamer, where I'm gonna just reach out and be like... hey, I have a few friends who really, like, love what you do and love your... and think you're pretty cool and awesome. And I was wondering if, maybe if I invite if I invite two friends, you can invite two friends, and we can, like, play a game all together. This was the time when Repo came out, so 6-person game was, like, you know, very good. I mean, people still are playing Repo. And it's still getting updated. And I still love Repo. But yeah. I really do think, like, 6 is a way better number than 4. Because I feel like you always, like, with six spots, right? You can always just still do 4, right? If you only have 4 friends. But I feel like as you, like, if you're in a community online, you might get, like, 1 or 2 people the first time you play a game, but then people will, like, see it, right? They'll be like, oh, what's that they're playing in that Discord? Or, like, if you're streaming it, oh, what's that? And then you're gonna get 6+ people the next time. You know, it's like, it doesn't go from 3 to 4. It goes from 3 to, like, way too many people. Oh, I have mods installed. I'm just gonna use one of those. I forgot to well, I didn't forget to turn it off. Was it not on last time? I don't know what happened last time. We're only gonna use one of these. I also set it to 5 in the config, and it still is overwhelming. It's still way too many. Oh, and there goes the backpack. Sure to love it when the backpack disappears when you use the campfire. I mean, I don't need them, so they really don't even really need to appear when you're doing offline, but... This one's pretty wild again. That might be your thumbnail, right there. I do wish I could hide the dot in the center of the screen. I guess I could put it right there. Damn, that looks really cool. I love that this is being integrated into this larger structure. Because, like, this is a solo structure that almost always spawns. It's integrated into this larger structure. I don't know if there's any way to get over to the other side using it. Actually, I think I'll take damage here, yeah. Yeah, I realized it. I was like, well. We're not worried about that anymore. We have all badges except for the last one. which I'd need to get the last assent for, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I guess in general, and this is, I guess, another thing about my brain and the way it thinks. I'm always worried, uh, I, I, I guess that's kind of, like, anxiety, like, I'm always worried, like, sometimes I feel like I'm, like, gonna step on, like, an eggshell or something, like, sometimes when I speak, I'm just like, I'm gonna say something that's gonna, like, make everything bad. It is usually not the case, and if I say something that's, like, is wrong, I'm quick to be like, okay, I've been told why this is wrong, and I'm gonna go back on it, I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I'm just a guy with dumb opinions sometimes, and dumb thoughts. Oh, come on. Come on. And sometimes the rain takes forever. Okay. There we go. I think my head actually got out of there this time. My big old head was getting stuck. I would like to be able to save this. Can I open this while it's still in my hand? Let's drop that in there. Probably should be in my hands, but yeah, we'll just eat this extra trail mix. Oh, 2 more berries. They're kind of heavy, though. I think I'll just eat I need to eat the next one. Okay. Oh, that is like a lip, huh? Okay, maybe if I go over to the side. You know, if I grab the ledge, I'll be able to... Huh. That sure is something. Yeah. I'm trying not to be reckless, I swear, but, like... When it's stuff like that, it probably is a way to not be so reckless. But I'm just like, I don't want to go back the way I came. I'm lazy. Yeah. Also, I learned yesterday the medkit also removes poison. I did not know that. I feel like I see medkits way more than I see antidote. But I guess the antidote is only useful on this level, so... I mean, unless you poison yourself by eating, like, something that's been overcooked. Because I also learned yesterday while I'm watching someone that an incinerated lollipop gives you poison, which makes sense. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. I don't know if that's a good way to go. I mean, maybe if you go down this way and go up to here, maybe? There's definitely a suitcase over here. Well, this is a neat little path. Like, if you're curious of an alternate path, that looks good. This actually looks harder. Let me go this way. Yeah, I think if we go up here... I mean, we might even be able to walk on a lot of this. I understand if people are, like, apprehensive about using the vines. I don't know why I'm doing this while it's raining. Well, I think we're in a cave, so I think it's fine. I'm ready to press the button if I start to slide. It's so hard to tell if this is walkable, because, like, this is the walkable texture that we're looking at, but like the worn away bits. But it is hard to tell. There is a spiky vine that was right above me there. But it didn't give me any trouble. Yeah, I could have probably saved that, but we're not worried about it. You know, I could always just shout out an individual, like, other streamer or like a few other streamers, maybe. I don't know. A few other people. I know I'm tiny as hell, right? I mean, but like, there's no downside to me just like mentioning someone else's name, right? Well, I mean, the only downside is you end up liking them better than whatever I'm putting out, and then I just go cry in a corner. It's okay. I'm joking? Question mark. Because I always feel like, I mean, the problem is like the space is so saturated, right? Like I definitely understand why like some people just get lucky. I mean, some people are just like really entertaining. I think it's both. Like sometimes people are just getting lucky, and sometimes people are like genuinely like the most entertaining thing around, right? Or, like, you know what I mean? Like their show is what I'm trying to say. But the most entertaining person around, to be less. They use a less weird word. And they're the hottest shit in town. Yeah, I fully get that. But I do feel like some people just got lucky, or like they just have an audience that I don't know. I wouldn't agree with. I'm not gonna start flaming streamers on here. That's not a great start, huh? I've mentioned a few people I don't understand on stream before, like why they get the people they do, but like probably not a great look and a thing I should be doing. I really should be trying to spread more positivity and not negativity. That's always like the better play, right? Not even just the better play. It's the better thing to do as a human being. There's too much negativity already. Don't need to be throwing around. I'm on the vine way. I'm going my way all night long. Well, this definitely seemed like a good way to go. There's also a lot of crisscrossing vines here that you could potentially get higher on. Like, this looks like it's potentially reachable, but I'm already here, and I think I can get up to where it goes, pretty much, so... I guess, you know, it's a silly. This is silly for like the reasons I've mentioned. But like, if you wanna plug a streamer, not yourself. Let me just be clear. In the comments below, you know what? Go for it. Go the heck for it. There's like no one else watching these videos. I know that's mean of me to say about myself. But if you wanna plug, I'll allow it today. This won't be a thing that will be every day. If you want to plug a streamer, not yourself, no. Plug a friend, plug someone you really enjoy. In the comments below, I will allow it. For today only, for just this day. Maybe I go check them out. Who knows? Mushroom or honeycomb. Okay, I needed to aim much higher. Cool. Trail mix or honeycomb. Okay. Sports drink or honeycomb. Okay, we're leaving. Oh, bud and mushroom. This is gonna hit the treetop and not. You know. At least I was able to predict that one. You know what? I want to shout out someone who I've only kind of recently started watching in like the past couple of months. But I think they deserve a lot more attention. Just because they're very sweet. They can be a little silly and a little chaotic, but you know that's like half of all VTubers. I feel. You know what? I should shout out two people. I should shout out at least, you know, I should shout out a friend and shout out someone I've been watching. But we'll start with the person I just started watching recently. Meika, that's Meicha on Twitch. Shortened to May often. She's pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They are pretty neat. She often does, well, she sometimes does community days. She might be doing a community day with this game coming up, though. That's not the reason you should go over there. But I mean, that is how I started watching, is via the community days, and now I always peep in a stream for a bit. And as for people I'm actually kind of more close to, since we're talking about VTubers, you should go check out Trig Cosmic Garden. I was actually on stream with her just this Wednesday, doing some of this game. I think they're currently live doing data everything, though they might not be by the time this video goes up. This vine looks very good. I wonder if I could get onto it from the middle. Doesn't look like it. I think this will be fine. We got bonus stamina. The tree is great. She's very sweet. Sweet and chaotic. As I said. You know, two descriptive words that really don't tell you much about anybody, and I'm really bad about that. I need to get better at, like, I don't know, compliments and descriptors. Okay, getting up here was great and all. Where do I go from here? Man, the upward climb today has been rough. I feel like I keep running into things where it's like, I can get high up, but where do I go after I get high up? Maybe we need to go back into here. Maybe this vine is the way. Dangerous. Don't do this at home, kids. I mean, you can't climb a mountain at home anyway, so I guess I don't know why I would specify. I don't know why I would specify. I have a feeling it's going to start to become climbing in a second. Oh, okay, we got all the way up to here. Okay. Here looks good. I'm trying to find a way without using equipment, because I prefer to do that, because if a speedrunner wants to come along and use every piece of equipment, which probably is what they do, because that just makes sense, because that's going to make your descent faster. I still want to have a way that people can get up the mountain with very little stuff. I mean, I used the energy drink early on, but I think it's more fun to try and limit yourself to not go crazy with your tools. Because the tools are there just to make things easier, right? There should, in theory, be a way up. I don't know how the generation works. But there should, in theory, be a way up where you don't need tools, because sometimes you just don't get given anything good, except for maybe bonus stamina, which I do use. That is one thing I do use. Thank you. I feel like bonus stamina is the easiest thing to come by, because even if you cook food, some cooked food gives you bonus stamina, so... Even stuff like you can forage. Like, I think coconuts give you bonus, and the honeycomb gives you a ton. You cook it, it gives you almost a full bar. That's your tip for today. You know what I really need to do? I need to do chapters on these. It doesn't need to be about what I'm talking about, because I think it'd just be easy to be like, hey, this is the chapter for the shore, this is the chapter for the tropics, so on and so forth. Probably would be smarter to maybe make it relevant to what I'm talking about. But, you know, this video isn't necessary. Like, no, it's not necessary. Okay, do I get... Nope. I don't need another energy drink. I'd rather my one marshmallow I'm going to take from this collection of marshmallows. And also, I don't know why I didn't do this. Whoops. Well, that works. You can stay in my inventory for now. Actually, I don't want it in my inventory. Heck you. Get back in my backpack. I mean, it would be a good transition to switch over to a new talking point each time I go to a new biome, huh? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. A more structured video. So we know how much I love being structured. As you can clearly tell, as I post these unedited. And I really hope I do this in first try this today, because I first tried my first video. And since then, I have not first tried a mountain. So I would really like to first try this today. I just need to be more careful, you know? I feel like I was being way reckless, like, the other days, even though I was going for, like, achievements where I need to not be reckless. And I have been a little bit reckless today, but not, like, insanely so. I've taken damage, but that's part of the game. I'm gonna open this and the storm's gonna start right away. Another chain launcher. I think I'd rather that, actually. Man, I probably don't need all that food, but I mean, literally, if I eat either of those, they'll give me a huge amount of stamina and a huge amount of bonus energy. So, like, there's an argument to keep them for sure. Nope, I think we're safe already. I do feel like I need to, like, line up topics, because I feel like I run out of things to talk about by the time we get to Alpine. Unless I'm still talking about the last thing. You know, I guess I could always do the thing right now. You know, the thing that us YouTubers do? Hey, by the way, you should like, comment, and subscribe. I laugh at it every time, because it's so ridiculous to do. But at the same time, it is, like, literally, like, so important. It benefits me, it benefits the channel, if you want to push my content to other people randomly, that's the way to do it, you know? I would love a Python, but I just need to remember to not climb up surfaces that I don't think I can get up. And then I think we'll be fine. I wonder if you cook a heat pad, because you can cook heat pads, does it burn you eventually if you cook it too much? Because that would be a kind of funny way of looking at it as an item. I'm gonna put stuff here. Okay. I feel like going inside is almost always the way to go so far on Alpine. We'll start here, I think. Well, maybe not. We'll see if that's actually reachable. If we go over here, I think we can get up there. Okay. Or we just go up to the top. I was also going to say, since I'm doing self-plugging right now, I will be playing... Man, that sucks that I used all that, because I was trying not to hold on to it. I'll be playing more Voices of the Void later. Probably currently, actually, I'll be playing Voices of the Void over on my stream. And I should be going live. I should be live for another. Well, this goes up at 4. I should be live until about 6. That's usually where I cut off. I'm trying to keep my streams close to 4 hours because then I can maybe get other stuff done, even though I haven't gotten other stuff done very much. I need to build that habit, man. Though, I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know. I feel like habits are hard for me to build. I've heard that's an ADHD thing, but I've also heard that it's not. So you know. I don't want to like blame everything on my stupid brain. It's really not ideal, but like the thing is like that is a thing that just affects like a lot of the things you do and a lot of the ways you process and think. It does feel bad to be like, my brain is broken. That's why I can't do anything. But like at the same time, it's like that's kind of true. Yeah, I hate to say the word broken. My brain is different. You know? Like, this would be a much harder series for me to do if I had to sit down and talk about something without the stimulus of, like, also playing a game. Because I have tried to sit down and, like, do video essays or talk about things. But I think scripting could help with that, but I don't know. I don't know. I've been working on a video for a while. It was the video I originally wanted to post first to this channel. And then I still haven't done it. Basically, like, it would be a video trying to break the algorithm a little bit. Just as a fun little experiment. Yeah. But I'm also... Okay, that was a deep hole. I might be able to stand on top of this tiny little cold rock. I don't think there's a way up inside. Well, unless this goes somewhere. It might go somewhere. Well, it does go back into something, but I don't really think that's a way forward. Yeah, without using our chain launcher, this doesn't look like a way forward. We can do that, of course. You know what? Oh, I can't aim that high. I really wanted to aim real high. I'm gonna aim up to, like, where is it gonna let me? Yeah, it's not as high as I would like, but... I feel like the chain launcher is, like, definitely the most OP of the climbing implements. Well, whoops. Yeah, if you turn too far to the left or right, you end up going backwards. Eh. Well, we're not doing it without using equipment. But, you know. That is also fine. Sometimes I just want to make progress. I mean, that's, you know... We talked about that all last time. Sometimes I just wish I could make some progress. I'm curious about this. I guess you go up top here and you can go around, maybe? Huzzah. I'm worried that the way I'm going is not going to lead me in the correct way. I feel like maybe we need to go back out, but... because I'm not sure there's a hole or an opening up here. There is. It is past a ton of icy surfaces, but there is indeed a way out. Okay. That's going faster than I thought it would, honestly. So I've made a mistake. I won't die here. Probably. I mean, technically it's not a mistake if it works. Right? Right? Oh, these are cool. I did not know you could steal these. Can I go to sleep right here? Let me put this down. Let me put that in there. Let me put this down. And then let me... well, we don't need that. We don't actually need a reset. Okay, well, we're fine. Could come in handy. They are a full refill on your food and stuff, too. But you have to be careful because they do put you to sleep. Just like they do when they're swinging around in the overworld. It's weird to call this an overworld. It's weird to specify that it's in the overworld versus in my pocket. Wow, wow. Is that 3? Did we get 3 of these today? What did we get the first one? No, we got a rope thing. Did we get anti-rope on the first one? I don't remember. Oh, is this a new one? Probably not. Oh, that does look new. As we approach the beach, the spirits begin dropping drags. We see constant cover is a must. If getting caught on the own would be the win. Also, holding to your friend, share body heat might save you from an icy grave. Oh, neat. I don't think I've seen this one. Neat. I love how much air resistance that clearly had. I don't see the point in cooking these, but I'm going to do it anyway. Probably should put those in my bag, because I'm not going to use them unless I need to, right? Actually, we probably should take out the chain launcher. Okay. We are loaded up on special ropes. Is that a nest? There? What is that? Why is that there? It feels weird. Is that just the entrance to the mountain that I'm looking at? Probably that's what I'm looking at. It's like it's the way in. It looks like it's a hard left or a hard right kind of day, huh? I think hard right is the way to go. You know, I'm really doing a good job at retaining, like, people who are here for me talking's interest. Because I definitely am talking right now about things that are interesting and relevant to what I want to talk about. Mm-hmm. Definitely doing a good job. Sorry. That doesn't help. That really doesn't help, right? But, I don't know. I got a funny bit out of it for 2 seconds, maybe. That is... Okay, I was about to say, is that not a space? I really do want to play this with more people. You know what? If the person you suggest would love to play this with me, and you know that for certain, or if you would like to, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Mayhaps, if you join my Discord, and mayhaps maybe next Wednesday we'll do more Peak on stream, because I do Peak with my community. So it's mostly people I've known and been around for a bit. Because, you know, the internet is a scary place. The internet's spooky. Yeah, we'll see. No guarantees. No guarantees. But if it gets you to like, comment, and subscribe... I'm just kidding. It'd be so shitty. Hit like, comment, and subscribe, and you can play with me next time. And then I'm like, nope, actually, I lied. No, I don't know. We'll see, we'll see. We shall see. Maybe I'll schedule, like, a special thing. And have, like, a button to shut it all down if someone ruins it. I mean, that is the problem, right? Like, with a lot of online things, one person can ruin it for, like, a lot of people. I used to do Jackbox every Saturday, like during COVID, during 2020. But I would get people, like, every couple of weeks or every other week that were the worst kind of people. Bigots, racists, awful, awful people. And I'm like clocking double digits on these streams, right? Like, I'm not even high double digits. I barely break out at the 20s, usually. Like, on these streams. But I would get people who were just the worst. And I finally had to cancel it. And I know, like, it's not a great response to give them exactly what they want, right? But it's also, like, I was not able to handle it myself very well. And I probably need to have, like, very active Discord mods and Twitch mods to really be able to do that ever again. My current Twitch mods and Discord mods are just friends, and 2 of them have work. Well, actually, I think all of them have work, so they're not able to attend stream as often because I do streams during work hours right now. So, you know. Hey, don't... I see your little troll brain thinking. Don't mean that you can just come out of my streams and be a troll. I will bop you. Or I will just knight someone else in my chat to bop you. I have a lot of people I trust. And I'm really thankful and happy about that. There's a lot of cool people I've met. I know many of them would gladly take up the sword. the moderator's sword. To help me out. I feel like this Caldera is really easy today. Maybe I'm just playing it right, but it feels really easy today. I didn't finish the story. So the reason why I eventually canceled it was because I had someone come into my Discord, join the call that I didn't have privated or anything, and start literally saying slurs, and I had to delete that whole video. That whole VOD. And, like, it sucks, because it's just like... Oh, good. That's literally an example of one person ruining it for, like, a ton of people. I mean, not a ton of people. For the people that showed up and were regulars, and were chill and awesome and cool. So, like, if I was to do, like, a community peak day, like a true community peak day with, like, anybody who, like, likes, comments, and subscribes on a YouTube video, or joins the Discord. I don't know if I have my link tree set up on here, now that I think about it. If you go to my Twitch page, you can find my... or my Twitter. Oh, by the way... my Twitter is Zaid Gaming. I highly recommend not going to the other one, though I think they currently have it privated, so you'll probably avoid most of it, but you'll still see their banner and stuff, which is not great. I am not the same person. If you've followed me anywhere thinking I was somehow the same person, I'm not, and I think that other person is kind of gross. Not to yuck anyone's yum, but that's pretty yucky to me. So if you followed me for those reasons, shoo, sorry. So yeah. Why do I call attention to them? I don't know, but, you know... I think it's just because I need to warn people about it, because I feel like I just don't want to be associated with what they do. Because I think it's morally questionable, and personally I think it's reprehensible, but, you know... I am not the sole arbiter of these things, I suppose. I think I'd rather this over two of these. These are really great, and it would recover my entire hunger. But I think I'd rather have one of these. Oh. I was waiting for it to be another bugle. That is tempting, but I'm just not gonna get hit, you know? And I do have a way of healing anyway. The lullaby, the what's it called? Is it called a moonberry? A knapberry. Will recover healing. Will like heal me anyway, so. Yeah, my Twitter @Zaid Gaming will have my link tree. As well as a link to my stream. I think it might be in my about on here too. If it's not, I'll probably add it after this if I remember to. Dang, we've made a really good time, huh? I could sub-hour this. With the equipment I have, I could definitely probably sub-hour this. I feel like this is where I become the least talkative, because I feel like the consequences for one bad play are death. There's really not any way out of it unless you either get really lucky or just happens to be a surface below where you thought there wasn't a surface or something, which is just getting lucky actually now that I think about it. So I didn't need to say there was. You know. I think we can maybe go back and forth up to here. Yeah. There's a good collection of rocks on that side. I always like going up the wall straight in front of you. Two lava vents coming down, two lava flows coming down from above is a little rough. I think I've only ever seen one before, but maybe I'm wrong about that. Also, is that how volcanoes work? I don't think that's how volcanoes work. But I'm also not a volcanologist. A volcanologist. I'm sure that is not the actual correct term. In fact, I know it's not the correct term. Well, actually, I don't know it's not the correct term. But I'm like 80% certain it's not the correct term. That's not great. See, like, if this is a bad idea, I just die. Even for this short height. Because if you fall into the lava, you're just gonna melt yourself, you know? Also, don't get this close to, like, lava and magma. Because, it probably would just incinerate your lungs and you probably would be dead anyway. I don't think I need to say this, but, you know, maybe just in case. Not like most people are going to get this close to lava or magma. Oh my lord. Okay, well... I'm not going to waste this. I'm going to definitely use it. Let's see. Would love to hit this rock. I could hit over there, but that's between the two of those. I think we just have to go, like, this route. Oh, we can go really high up here. It's always better to go high up and then... Well, maybe not. Maybe in this situation it wasn't, actually. Oh, we're stuck. Because this drop is actually gonna hurt. I think. Well, maybe if we do... Oh god, not as much forward momentum because I'm not doing a spread jump, of course. That makes sense. Yeesh. That was smart of me. Yeah, once you get up to this bridge, it always does that sound effect. Okay. So if we wanted to get back there, to go back up, I don't really think we need to. I hate that this looks really enticing to me. This looks really good too, though. We can always jump back over here. If I miss this jump, I'd just die. But it definitely looks doable, right? Okay. Vid might end early. Okay. Sometimes I worry my depth perception is off for whatever reason. I'm like, well, if I'm stupid and this is just death, then it's just death. I'm not exactly trying for sub-hour, but if it happens, you know? I mean, this gets us over to here, but I mean, we could have just gotten up there from the bridge. I mean, I guess that is the way to go, actually. Yeah. We probably should have just gone across the bridge then, instead of wasting stuff. Well, I guess it's not wasting stuff. It's using stuff when I probably... Is that wasting? Is that the very definition of wasting? Actually, where do we go from here? Over there? That doesn't look great. We go around this lava? No, I don't think that's a... I don't think you can. Unless we go back down and have to go... Unless there's like a path that I didn't see next to the lava. I would like to get up to here. We can hit that. That is tempting. But if there's not a surface above there, then I'm kinda hecked, right? Like, if this doesn't go into a surface on either side. There's this here, too. I hate how... I'm pretty sure I'm sliding slightly forward. I hate it. We go here, because I think we might be able to land on this. I'm definitely sliding forward. I'm only doing this because we have bonus stamina. If we didn't have bonus stamina, I would have avoided this like the plague. Oh, this is a bridge piece, so I think we're good. Well, there's got to be a way up that uses very little tools. But I feel like once you're in here, like, you're kind of expected to be using your stuff. Like, I feel like this might be designed specifically so that you actually use up your stuff. By designed, I mean, like, they still have to design the randomization, you know what I mean? It is random, but, like, they can set parameters to make it so that you're forced into figuring out your way up with stuff. Probably should use the cookies first, but it's... Now that we're here, it looks like there's quite a few... Okay, I was worried I wasn't going to grab that. There's a bit of a way we can go. Oh, there's boxes right up here, too. And a box right over there. I think if this is walkable, I mean, even if not, you can get to here and then get down to here and get to there. I feel like if you can get over here... I just don't know where the walkability ends over here. Something I don't see many people who are new to this game do is let go and like grab backwards. Some people do. I feel like if people have played these sort of games, good about knowing to do that. Oh, it's hot enough here that I'm gonna burn. Cool. Another rope launcher is good. I don't really need to go for that unless I think that's the way up. Which I don't think it is. You know, one thing about doing these that I'm not... but it does kind of suck. It's like, then when if I play this with friends later in the day, I've already done it once. I don't know. I feel like I didn't think that part through. You know? Oh, wow, that actually did recover that entire bar, huh? I don't think there's anywhere to stand above me from where I am. I'm gonna play it safe. Yeah, there's quite a ways up before there's anywhere you could stand. I mean, I might have been able to make that. That was a little bit of a risky maneuver. Part of me does think going across is the right idea here, because then we can go up that way, but then where do we go from? I guess that way? God, I hate being in here. I'm constantly nervous I'm gonna fall off. Not that I ever fell on, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm worried if I go this way, there's not gonna be anything above that. I mean, I might be able to get up there with very little extra stamina usage. If this is a walkable surface. He says that. Nope, that is not a walkable surface either. Okay. It doesn't look like there's anywhere to go from here. Is there any better way to go from the other way? I mean, maybe. I don't know if we can stand on top of that. If we fill our bonus stamina, I mean, if we can get over to this bridge, actually, that would have been really good. There is no easy way up to it, it looks like. Maybe there is if you go all the way around. I'm gonna risk this. Hopefully we can stand on top of this. If not, I'll try to jump back down. Don't want to touch the lava. This is not a way to go. This is a very bad idea. Don't do this at home, kids! Oh, this is a very bad idea. Ow. Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, well, that sucks. We're back down to here. But I guess we want to go around anyway. This is not gonna work either, huh? Nope, I forgot to drop all of this. Nope, I think we'll be okay. I don't know why it still says I have weight, considering that you literally drop things when you fall over. Shouldn't be carrying anything right now. There we go. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave the backpack here. I don't think we're gonna need it. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna be it for our speedrun attempt. Yeah, it's over. It was over probably a little while ago, but fuck me. I'm trying to go back over there. Ay, ay, ay. I think I wanted to go up and around this way, is the thought, but I don't know if any of this is standable. Doesn't look like it is, okay. Man. Ay, ay, ay. I do hate that we've used all of our equipment now. I wish I had a chain launcher at this point, of course, because that's usually what happens. We're almost there too. Well, we didn't die, and that's important. Oh, I thought I was standing there. Okay. Yeah, this caldera is rough. I mean, this kiln is rough. Caldera was easy. This kiln is super rough. If I was going to rate it out of 5 stars, I would say it's definitely a 5-star climb. Don't do this unless you're a professional. Or you have a lot of friends with a lot of equipment. I think we just keep going up here. Yeah. I mean, like usual, I do get less talkative here. I mean, I feel like this is just the most stressful segment, like, by far. I mean, I nearly died in this kiln. I nearly died. My body nearly flopped into the lava, but it didn't. I persevered and I survived. That's probably not walkable, and that would be real rude if not. Okay, it is walkable. Thankfully, we're not playing on Ascent 4. I feel like Ascent 4 is where like you need a second person. I mean, sure, you can do it solo, but like you need to really carry that flare from the plane all the way to here, right? I assume it still spawns in the plane on Ascent 4. I don't know why it wouldn't. Yeah, using up a spot and it being very heavy seems like you need a friend, almost. I mean, maybe not. I know people are doing speed runs and stuff of solo runs with Ascent 5. But people are insane. And, you know, sometimes that's a good thing. Then you get really crazy runs. Okay, well, we made it today in one run. We did it first try today. I would not lie to you, and also it'll definitely be uploaded by 4 today as a result. Maybe even earlier. You know, maybe it's 10 seconds because I'm technically already in, like, the safe zone. I don't know. I don't know how that works. Maybe, I don't think so. Maybe not. Well, thank you for joining me again for another daily sneak peek. I will see you all tomorrow for a new one. 107, a bit longer than normal, but I think it'll still load up by 4. Well, thank you all for being here. Remember, you can feel free to, well, starters, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. That'd be great and really help me out a lot. And for secondary, plug one person that isn't you, if you want, in the comments below. And yeah, give them a shout out below. One person that isn't you. If I see anyone self-promoting, they're gonna get bopped. The comments are gonna get removed. But if you want to promote someone else, that is a-okay by me. Anywho, I will see y'all next time. Goodbye. Goodbye.